In a matter of 4 months, I was a boarding officer off the Horn of Africa, boarding pirate vessels. And then my dad was taking care of me in my apartment.
I remember waking up from my amputation, and I remember looking down at the end of my hospital bed and seeing that blank space where my foot used to be. And I remember that just sort of changing everything as far as how I saw my future. I mean, every part of my future changed from that moment. And it was so bleak. So to be out here doing this, camping alone and traveling all these miles under my own power, yes, pretty sweet feeling. There's probably like 1,000,001 reasons how I ended up doing this kind of stuff, but the biggest catalyst was hiking the Pacific Crest Trail last summer. That was kind of a monumental change for me, especially as an amputee. You know, there were a lot of doubts going into that, if I was physically capable of hiking that, and that whole journey was just sort of an awakening of sorts.
I had a moment where I was at this waterfall and there's big boulders, and there were a bunch of other people there, and normally when I take off my leg I would get this sense of being really small and incapable. And I remember being at this waterfall and these big boulders, so nobody could really walk normally, and I had my leg off and I was able to crawl around them like no problem. And it stuck out to me because it was one of the first times I felt like the playing field had been leveled. I felt like I was a kid and I had regained my autonomy and was just playing outside again.
Hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, as uncomfortable as it is sometimes, I just fell in love with the rhythm of it. Cycling from the top of Alaska to the very bottom of South America sort of felt like the natural continuation of this new path I was on.
It was a long and lonely day on this road.
Sick day.
Having fun. Fuck this. The weather's shit right now, but it's also cool.
Once I sort of recognized how much power I have in the way it's perceived by others as far as the amputation is concerned, but I guess it just sort of affirmed to me that if I think I have the strength to share strength with somebody else, then it's a responsibility that I have.
Bottom line is I'd be doing this journey with or without this film. But by getting my story out there, hopefully I can help more people like Chris and more people like my former self.